D2 Word Life here with Rip, Logan Paul, Lover Tides.
Nope, it's D2 Word Life, Dick Raider of Logan Paul and Jake Paul.
Oh, shut up and hell no. You're the one who likes the big, bold, spicy meat sticks.
Nope, we all know that you want to have the big, bold, spicy meat sticks in your mouth.
Okay, I'm not going to stand here and be insulted like that. That's why I'm sitting down.
Is that why you're sitting now?
Wait, what? I gotta stop with these freaking jokes. You're already stealing my thunder all the time. But yeah, today we are reviewing the 2025 Royal Rumble PLE pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. All right.
Yeah.
That took place February 1st, 2025 in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Lucas Oil Stadium. With an attendance of 70,347. Yeah, and the commentators for this event was Pat McAfee, Wade Barrett, and your boy, Michael Cole, the greatest commentary ever.
Nope.
I mean, one of these times you hope to see Michael Cole wearing an orange suit on commentary.
Oh, I know you do.
It's already bad enough on the Raws prior they had to give me a dang flashback of that crap from Mania 27. The worst WrestleMania of all time. It just gave me flashbacks of when you had me review that shit. Ass. Ugh.
You know you enjoyed it.
No, I didn't. Of course, the ring announcer for this match was, or the ring announcer for this event was Alicia Taylor. I can't freaking talk for shit today. All right.
Well, we all know you can.
God. Might as well take note. Anyway, the show really started off with them showing various superstars showing up to the arena, including Kevin Owens showing up on a golf cart. I'm like, there's an Easter egg right there from the 21 Rumble. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Stephanie McMahon appeared at the entrance to welcome everyone to the show. Talked about how the show was on Peacock in the U.S. and Netflix all around the world. So, yeah, and then Stephanie's thanked the fans for making this the biggest Royal Rumble in history and welcomed everyone to 2025 Royal Rumble. Fireworks pyro went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for those people and then they showed the freaking video package freaking hyping up the Royal Rumble event and the matches and everything like they always do at the start of every event, hyping up the show.
Yep.
And then there was only 4 matches on this card, and it was for good reason. We had 2 Royal Rumbles here, which took up most of the time on this event.
Yeah, well, next year is supposed to be two night.
Yep. And then we get to our opening match, which was the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. Which the winner of this would get a Women's Championship match or a Women's World Title match at WrestleMania 41.
Yep.
Yep, and entry number 1 in this one was former Women's Champion Io Sky, and number 2 was the former Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, one of your picks to win it.
Nope.
I know you were really mad. I know you were disappointed during the freaking Netflix debut of Raw on Netflix here when freaking Liv Morgan lost her Women's Championship to Rhea Ripley.
Nope, I actually enjoyed it.
Oh, don't lie to yourself. You were disappointed. You wanted Liv Morgan to win that match to retain.
Nope, we all know that you did. That's why you literally messaged me. Oh, Rhea Ripley won. I'm bummed.
Hey, Pinocchio, your nose is growing once again.
Hey, little dick, your little dick is shrinking even more.
I'm not all-nighter, so quit confusing me for that, guy. And yes, that was a burn on one of our friends. Anyway, EOS guy started off with Liv Morgan with a flare by jumping all over Miz and even hitting a running drop kick at one point. Yeah, then Liv sent Sky, and then Liv fought back, sent Sky over the top rope to the apron, and kicked Sky, but Sky fought back and got back into the ring. Right? So no elimination there.
Yeah.
Yeah, then shortly afterwards, EOS Sky sent Liv over the top rope to the apron, but Liv managed to hang on, though. And you were like, yes, Liv, go the distance. That's what you were thinking this whole time.
Nope, that was you again.
Of course, the number 3 entrance was Roxanne Perez from NXT. From NXT here. Which, yeah, she did okay, right?
Yeah.
It was like Roxanne got into the ring and hit a Luthez press and actually nailed EOS guy with a Luthez press here. Along with punches, the old Stone Cold signature that we're used to seeing watching Austin's match, or one of his signature moves. Perez then Perez freaking hit a Hurricane Run on Sky, followed by a running uppercut to Liv Morgan. Then Perez then hit a leg sweep, DDT combo, and onto both of them at the same time. Right?
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure you thought was impressive.
What?
The leg sweep DDT combo.
It
on both of her.
it was decent.
Yep. Of course, Perez tried to eliminate Liv Morgan, but she stayed hung on the apron there. Then Perez then battled back on EOS Sky by nailing a head scissors on the freaking EOS Sky here.
Yeah.
And then Liv actually got back in the ring and actually hit a code breaker on Perez, shades of Chris Jericho here. Right?
Yeah.
And number 4 was the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lia Valkyria. Another one that I believe could have had a chance, right?
No.
Well, I said a chance. It was a small one, but a chance. Right?
I still say no.
Of course you say no. It's like Lyra got into the ring. She
hasn't really won that much, and they just gave her a title, so...
It's like, yeah, she went on the attack right away on both Liv and Perez for a while. Including hitting a DDT on Sky, but here's where we talk about what happened. Lyra Valkyria actually had a wardrobe malfunction in the match.
Yeah.
Where the little strap that goes around connecting her gear actually came loose. Right?
Yeah.
So she literally had
to show her boob.
So she had to go into the freaking corner and have the referee help her secure her outfit in the corner. Which that's got to be a bitch.
She was getting the shit kicked out of her.
Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, that's got to be embarrassing. Right?
Yeah.
And of course, number 5 was your pick to win this Rumble, the Women's U.S. Champion, Chelsea Green here.
It's Chelsea Green!
Oh, yeah. We all know that was your pick to win this one.
No, that was still one of your picks.
Of course, Green got down to the ring, walked down the ring, she tried to eliminate all 4 of the women in the ring, but nope, everyone held onto the apron. And Green celebrated as if she eliminated everyone in the match so far, but no one got eliminated. So all 4 of them came back in and beat and just freaking quadruple tapped freaking Green in the ring. And I bet that part made you laugh, right?
Actually, yes, it kind of did.
No, it made me chuckle a little bit. Entry number 6 was B-Fab. No one really cared much. No one really cared. I forgot she was even still in the company, honestly. I don't pay attention to
I remember she was with the Street Profits for a bit.
Yeah, but what has she done lately? I don't remember seeing her at all. Or hearing anything about her at all recently, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, she ran over green with a shoulder tackle. No one really cared. She didn't really get much cheers at all. She had a kick on the freaking green as well. Of course, B-Fab then slammed into Liv and it's like Lyra in the ring. In the corner, I believe, whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, B-Fab did show her stake by lifting Sky up, leading to and then hitting a twisted suplex on her. Right?
Yeah.
So I thought it was a little bit impressive, but I'm just like, eh. Yeah, and then number 7 came out was Ivy Nile. You're your next pick to win this one.
Nope.
I mean, hell, you know your favorite stable right now is American Made. Don't lie.
Nope, that's yours.
It's like, no. Right. Of course, Nile got into the ring, hit a spine buster on Lyra to begin things. Almost suplexing Lyra and then hit Nile with, but then Lyra hit Nile with a German suplex counter. Right?
Yeah.
And then she hit German suplex on Sky and Liv back to back afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then freaking Ivan Al did the double German suplex to Green and then slam Prez at the same time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually pretty impressive. Of course, we get to number 8 from this point. It was Zoe Stark here. So it's like, huh? From the PFC group, we all know that's your favorite female group right now.
Pure Fusion Initiative.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
It's like, yeah, then right when Stark got to the ring, she had a German suplex on Sky, and Sky actually did a moonsault bump at the end of it, taking the move.
Yeah.
Stark then tried to hit a knee and a drop kick and an overhead suplex as well. Green tried to eliminate Stark, right? But, Stark held on, didn't get eliminated. Last Legend came out at number 9 from NXT.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And lasted hit some forearms, kicking a backbreaker. I mean, sorry if I'm not being specific on who they hit it. This ring was starting to fill up at this point. So I'm just going to try to briefly go through them here. We got a lot to talk about anyway. And at one point, last point out the WrestleMania sign saying, yeah, she's going to win this Rumble, which I don't think was going to happen anyway. And after some exchanges back and forth, some time went by. And, of course, we go to entry number 10, which was Bianca Belair, former Women's Rumble winner controversially in 2021, but I digress. So yeah, Bianca Belair was also a current women's champion, tag champion at the time at this point when Naomi obviously still going, right?
Yeah.
Belair then hit a cross body block off the top rope, taking out her opponents, right? At the time. Yep. It's like Belair even hit a backflip off the top rope, landing shoulder tackles on the 3 women against the turnbuckle. 3 opponents in the turnbuckle, right?
Yeah.
And of course, after a little bit more action, number 11 came out, and it was Shayna Baszler. Oh, what could have been with Shayna Baszler here, right?
Yeah.
Being booked from a dominant freaking person 5 years ago in the women's division to just now part of this group who's a glorified who are pretty much not more than glorified jobbers. In my opinion, they never win.
Basically, yeah, Zoe Stark, freaking Shayna Baszler, and
Sonya
Deville, which Sonya Deville just using them to try to get over, so.
Shayna Baszler came out, hit a suplex on Io Sky, and then Baszler then hit Liv Morgan with a knee, knocking her down. And of course, Lyra came in and hit freaking Baszler with a running kick, knocking her down. Of course, shortly afterwards, Stark and Baszler started working together since they are in the same group here.
Yeah.
Of course, Lyra did actually did hit a missile drop kick on them, both of them, which I thought looked okay. Of course, this is when we got our first elimination because Niall freaking tossed Lyra afterwards. Afterwards, at some point, Niall did freaking toss it's like Lyra over the top rope, eliminating her.
Yeah.
So yeah, that feud in NXT is still going to be continuing apparently, right?
Yeah.
And of course, number 12 came out, and it was last year's Royal Women's Rumble winner, and it was Bayley. Which, did you really think Bayley was actually going to win twice in a row, like Cody Rhodes did last year?
She could.
Yeah, she lasted a good minute in this Rumble, and we'll talk about that when we get to that point.
Yeah.
Of course, Bayley came in, hit Roxanne Perez with a knee smash, knocking Perez down as well. And then followed up by a spinning sidewalk slam on Roxanne Perez as well. And of course, this was kind of interesting because Bayley then freaking had a face-off with Io Sky, former allies, former partners. We all know the story from what happened last year, right?
Yeah.
But then freaking, they got jacked down by Baszler, and then this guy stopped that attack with punches to Baszler as well. Number 13 was Sonya Deville at this point. So all three members of this PFC group are in the Rumble at the same time.
Fusion Initiative or Collective.
Yeah.
Pure Fusion piece of shit is what it should be called.
Well, we all know Sonya Deville was one of your picks. I mean, hell, you even told me that last night.
No, that was more that you were telling yourself that you was Sonya Deville fucking won.
Yeah, and then Deville hit running knees on pretty much multiple women in the field, pretty much almost everyone here, right?
Yeah.
Deville actually went after Liv as well, despite Deville and Liv's heel alignment. That's the only common thing they have. And of course, Green tried to shake hands. With Deville, but Deville then had a neck breaker on Green here. So all of them were good. Of course, Stark then followed that up with actually hit a rolling senton on Perez, which I thought looked okay. Right?
Yeah.
And number 14, straight from American Alpha herself, is Maxine Dupree. We all know her chance of winning this match was 0.
Well, actually, she had a pretty good chance.
It's like, listen, I'm not saying Maxine Dupree is not a good wrestler. We just haven't been seeing her actively wrestle all that much, and when she does, it's usually a loss. Lately.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I mean, but I'm not taking anything away from Bill. She just needs to be booked better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To make me actually believe she's a credible threat to actually win a match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, all three members of the PFC were waiting for her to get in the ring. And of course, it was like Niall and Dupree got into it shortly after her entrance. Of course, the Free then hit the freaking Caterpillar elbow on Nile at one point.
No.
And this led to, and this eventually led to, this actually led to Maxine Dupree actually throwing Nile over the top rope. Nile still on the apron, and Dupree freaking hit a spinning kick on Nile, eliminating her as well.
Yep.
But then the other two women of the PFC group eliminated Dupree over the top rope, eliminating her as well. See what I mean by booking?
Yeah.
Like, I get they continued the feud in this one, but she got eliminated way too quick after that. Right?
Well, the thing was, at least she eliminated her once former friend.
So yeah, at least there's a bit of storytelling there, but not enough for me to really care. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, I'm not really a fan of this whole American Made versus Alpha Academy freaking feud here. Just never really got invested in that.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I think Chad Gable himself would be better as a solo act, in my opinion. Or should we say the Kurt Angle from Wish?
The Kurt Angle from Wish.
Which we'll talk about him later when he enters the men's rumble.
But you have to admit that she looked pretty good doing the reverse caterpillar.
Yeah, that is true. That actually did look impressive. Number 15 was the other half of the women's tag team champions, Naomi. So that means both tag champions were in the ring at one point. At this point, right?
Yep.
Of course, Naomi hit a double knees onto Stark on the apron. And then Naomi then hit a cross body block on Chelsea Green. And kicked Prez in the back, right?
Yep.
And of course, Belair and Naomi hit a double team KOD to Stark. Yeah, but then Belair and Naomi eliminated Stark shortly afterwards.
Yep.
And then shortly after that, freaking Bailey eliminated Baszler, and Sky eliminated DeVille as well.
So all three of pure whatever bullshit got eliminated.
Yes. So yeah, that group is now history from this Rumble, right?
They should fade to history.
Number 16, Jada Parker from NXT. Right.
Yeah, well, we had Lash Legend and Jada Parker, so.
Of course, she made an impact, running over Bailey with a shoulder tackle upon entering the match. And she had a front suplex on Morgan and a running hip attack check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then freaking Parker did a hip hop drop on Green in the turnbuckle. Okay. Right, I thought that was alright. Green just getting a bunch of abuse here.
Green's always gets abused.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Green could have been squashed by Piper Niven and freaking Nia Jax in the match. Oh wait, we already seen that last year.
Yeah.
Of course, Green was trying to counter away at this point. Of course, she got into the middle of Belair, Naomi, Lash, and Parker here. So they were gonna beat up freaking Green. Lash hit Parker on accident. So Green eliminated Lash here, right?
Yeah.
But right when it looked like the women's tag champions Belair and Naomi were going to double team and eliminate freaking Chelsea Green, number 17 came out and it was Piper Niven. Green's tag team partner. Right?
Piper Niven fucking was hyped as shit.
Yep. Yeah, but I guess the freaking story here is like, yeah, Piper Niven was just going to be acting like an enforcer for Green, trying to help her win this match.
Yeah.
Of course, Piper was taking her sweet ass time to the ring despite Green shouting, "Hurry up!" Right?
Yep.
Of course, Niven eventually got under the ring. hit Naomi with a body slam. Niven was the biggest threat in this match at this point, right?
Yep.
Niven even hit her. She even hit a running cross body and a sidewalk slam. Right?
Yeah.
And she even hit a freaking, you're right, it's like a slam on Sky here, too. Of course, at this point, freaking Green and Piper were separated, fighting other opponents. This was when Green was sent over the top rope to the apron. Niven saw that Green was in trouble, charged at the opponents, trying to eliminate Green. They moved out of the way, and Niven accidentally knocked Green off to the floor. Off and eliminated Green, right? By accident.
Yep.
Right? So I'm like, oh, and then you were disappointed because you're like, well, no, there goes my pick.
Nope, we all knew that was your pick.
Oh, your dreams were shattered, just like everyone's dreams were shattered 10 years ago, am I right?
Uh-huh.
If you have no clue what I'm referencing, I don't know why you wouldn't. Check out our 2015 Rumble review. Boy, that match sucked.
It was trash.
Oh, you said it was the greatest Royal Rumble ever.
No, that was you again.
No.
Yep.
Of course, number 18 came out, and it was Natalya. Right.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think that she was coming back because she was saying that she wasn't going to renew her contract. And then she's saying, that she was going to go to AEW. And then everything was up in the air at that point.
If you ask me, this is just an assumption. I think freaking Natalya is going to end up being a WWE lifer, but then again, we said the same thing about Edge, and look where he's at now.
Well, yeah.
Of course, Natalya making history, being the only second woman to compete in every women's Royal Rumble match, along with Liv Morgan, who's in this match already.
Yeah.
Natalya got in, hit Bayley with a clothesline, knocking her down. And hit a German suplex for Liv, and then Natalya then hit multiple suplexes on Naomi and Belair, one apiece. Right?
Yep.
Of course, Natalya then tried to eliminate Io Sky, but Sky held on. Impressive for Sky, knowing she pretty much knowing she kicked off this match, right?
Yeah.
Then Prez jumped on Natalya, and Natalya was able to slam her down here, and freaking Natalya sent Prez out to the apron. But I don't think she eliminated her at that point, right?
She didn't eliminate her. She stood on the
apron here. Parker ended up freaking nailing Natalya, knocking her down before the elimination could occur.
Yep.
Jordan Grace was number 9. And you know what's funny? Last year, Jordan Grace entered the Royal Rumble as a TNA roster member holding that TNA Women's Knockout title, but throughout the last year, she officially signed with WWE, working under the NXT brand.
Yeah, and she kept saying, I'm not going to I'll be at the Rumble, but I'm only going to be there to celebrate my mom's birthday. And look what happened.
Jordan Grace entered the Royal Rumble second year in a row. She actually did look impressive, hitting German suplexes and a spine buster, multiple clotheslines, and a backpack slam on the other competitors.
Yeah.
She actually looked impressive in this one.
She dyed her hair blonde.
And at one point, freaking Grace picked Niven up on her shoulders and hit a Death Valley driver. And even freaking Pat McAfee on commentary even yelled out, "Holy shit." Right?
Yeah.
Impressive feat of strength, proving that, yeah, she is strong, right?
There was no doubt that she was strong.
Of course, here's the tricky part. Here's a little fun part for you of this one. It's like, yep. it's like Jordan Grace and Naomi freaking like looked at each other, actually freaking hugged one another since those two were a tag team in TNA back when Naomi worked for TNA under a real name.
Yeah, Trinity.
Yeah, and then Belair was like full freaking goddamn Naomi off, attacked freaking Grace and said, "What the hell are you doing?" It's like, "What the hell are you doing? We're the tag team. You're not a team with her."
Exactly.
And I'm just like, is this planting seeds?
Honestly, I think Bianca was the one that attacked Jade Cargill because she was kind of inferior to Jade.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh, is this planting seeds to break this team up? Yeah, maybe.
Most likely.
Yeah, it's about time. Yeah, and if that's the case, then I don't care if Belair's heel or not. I think in the long run, she should just go back to being a singles competitor for trying to get those world titles back. But, you know, that's just my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Number 20 is Michin or Mia Yim. I didn't really care much for this entrance here because Michin or Mia Yim's been losing lately a lot of her matches over the last friggin' year or two. Or not being used at all.
It's not due to her own fault. It's that every time she's tried to go up against Chelsea Green to get the United States title, or the Women's United States title, is that it's due to interference.
Yep. I mean, I ain't trash talking. It's like, I'm not trash talking, okay? I'm just starting to get into watching the shows weekly, but nothing Michin's done lately freaking really impresses me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, right?
Well, all I'm saying is that it's not really due to her so much. She's trying her best, yet it's kind of booking and where she literally getting interfered with.
Yep. Of course, upon entering, she did hit a drop kick on Niven, right?
Well, she has a fucking match against Niven, I think, this Friday.
Yep. I'm thinking. She even hit a running kick on Natalia, but yeah, then Michin hit a jumping kick followed by a cannonball splash against the turnbuckle. But yeah, and then Natalia tried to eliminate Belair, but to no effect. That didn't happen. We haven't had an elimination in a while here at this point. Right?
Yeah.
Of course. Here's where we get to number 21. Honestly, this I did not see coming, and this marked the first appearance of this person in literally 2 years. And yes, I'm talking about Alexa Bliss.
Honestly, I kind of had a feeling, but the whole thing is just weird, kind of, because she was saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna come back. Oh, I'm gonna come back. Oh, this, oh that." I'm like, come on, make up your mind. And she was one of my picks to actually win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Of course, this is the first time Alexa Bliss has been in the WWE ring since the Royal Rumble of 2023. A lot has changed since then. We all know what that is. We don't need to get into detail about that. It's too depressing. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, the fans popped for her. Didn't think this was going to happen. Everyone wanted to see Alexa Bliss return. Of course, Bliss got to the ring, stared down freaking Bailey, and then freaking hit 3 knee drops. Maneuvers to cover her opponents, right?
Yeah.
Of course, as the fans cheered at some point, Bliss freaking posed for the fans, and then Natalia tried to eliminate her right away, but was unsuccessful. Right?
Yep.
Imagine if that was it. Imagine if Bliss got eliminated like that after a return. I'd be like, well, shit.
Well, fuck me.
So yeah, you get about like a couple seconds of happy followed by depression.
Exactly.
That's how that would have played out, am I right?
You get, yeah.
You get like, yay. Aw. Right?
No, you get, yay, she's.
That's my reaction when I play Game of Pain with you, by the way. It's like, yay, it's going my way. God damn it. It sucks.
No, he's like, yay, I'm already at the end. 1 second later, item, grizzled you.
Oh, shit. And then I'll be like, my turn be like, you know, it's like, I already know, I'm already heading your way, fuck. All right. Speaking of Game of Pain, yes, one of the sponsors for the show was Fortnite. It made me freaking be in the mood to play fucking Fortnite.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll get to that later. We gotta finish this up. Number 22 was Selena Vega. It's like, yeah, and then what do you think of Selena Vega's outfit coming up to the ring though?
It was different. I can say that.
It's like, yep. And apparently this was her 6th Rumble match. Came into the ring. She had a jumping kick on Liv, and then Vega then hit a knee on Sky. Of course, there was some more action. Vega even hit a tornado DDT on Niven, which I thought looked impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a Royal Rumble match, you gotta take what you can get and call it impressive, since there ain't a whole lot of room with a bunch of people in that ring.
Well, there hadn't been any fucking people that were knocked out or eliminated or anything during this point.
Yeah, and then at some point, Naomi and Belair did a double team hip toss on Meechin, followed by the moonsault leg drop combo on her as well. Right.
Yeah.
Candice LeRae ended up being number 23. And it's like, yeah, and this was her 5th Rumble. LeRae, she's better off as a heel or alliance now with DIY again on the main roster, from what I heard, is okay.
Well, she's not part of DIY or anything like that. Because if she was, she would be going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Or no.
It's like,
She would be with them during the entire thing, but she wasn't.
Well, they reunited once. I don't know if it's a full-time thing now. That's just what I heard a while ago.
Mm.
Yeah, and then LeRae hit a neck breaker in the ring. Neck breaker on one of her opponents. This time the ring was full of women. I know that's your ultimate fantasy. That'll never happen for you.
Oh, you wish that too.
No, for you, you wish it would be a ring full of other guys, just like you. You'll get that wish later.
No, you wish that it was a bunch of shmen.
Nah.
So you can see their schlongs. That you fascinate every day.
Of course, I don't remember when the last elimination was. Right?
Yeah.
Number 24 was Stephanie... whatever the heck her name is. I'm not even gonna... Valkyrie, yeah.
I almost said Valkyrie, but that was not. I had to stop myself for a second to remember what it was. Valkyrie. The firstborn Chilean WWE superstar.
Okay, thank you for that. Moving on.
Well, I almost did it.
Yeah, basically said it anyway. You should have said I almost said something else. We get it, but anyway. Of course, Stephanie came out to the ring, hit a freaking springboard crossbody block onto Bayley and a belly to back suplex. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then freaking she also did a dragon screw leg whip onto Bayley out of the corner. And then Naomi and Belair hit a double suplex on Bliss. Right?
Yep.
And of course, entry number 25 was the surprise appearance from W Hall of Famer Trish Stratus.
One of my other picks.
Yeah, and then you didn't even know Trish Stratus was even going to be in this match until it happened.
Yeah, but I still picked it.
And of course, she was wearing ring attire similar to the gear she debuted in 25 years ago.
When she managed TNA.
TNA, as in Test and Albert.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it's like, yeah, Trish worked over Natalya with punches. Of course, she tried to hit a Stratusfaction on Grace, but Grace blocked it. Yep, and then Trish even gave. Then Trish came back with a double bulldog and a Stratusfaction to Natalya. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, Nevin knocked Trish down. I think there was some eliminations I missed, but I don't really care at this point. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the nitty gritty, okay? I mean, the last bit of the Rumble is what really counts here. Right?
Yep.
So I was like, yeah, so entry number 26 came out. It was Raquel Rodriguez, which is Liv Morgan's buddy.
Yep.
Of course, Liv Morgan was still in the ring. You were happy about that because you're like, oh my God, there's a chance my pick will win.
No.
Of course, Raquel Rodriguez came in, freaking hit a boot on Natalya, knocking her down. And then, of course, Raquel sent Natalya over the top rope, and Liv hit a codebreaker on Natalya, eliminating her from this match. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, Bliss then hit a shoulder tackle on Liv on the apron, but Liv held on, didn't get eliminated. Yeah, and then Liv then hit a codebreaker on Bliss on the apron, and with that, Bliss got eliminated.
Yep.
And I bet you were like, damn. Right?
Well, yeah, I was fucking upset when Bliss was eliminated. That was the first time in fucking quite a while that she had freaking showed up in WWE. And I'm like, damn.
Of course, number 27 was Charlotte Flair. And she was the only one.
Of course it was Charlotte Flair.
27, yeah, lucky 27 was Charlotte Flair. And even she got pyro for a dang entrance to the ring here. Right?
Yeah.
And apparently, supposedly, this was her first match since December of 2023 after suffering the torn ACL. Right?
Yeah.
And when Flair came down, all you can think about was woo. Am I right?
Yeah.
Of course, Flair did her typical slow walk to the ring, yada, 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 whatever. And of course, the fans were cheering for Flair, but I just was like, okay, let's see what happens. That's what I knew. Okay, something's up. She's entering this late. What the hell's going on here, right?
Yep.
Flair did have a knee brace on her left knee, though. Having that be a target, I think that's what she had surgery on anyway. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and then Flair came in with all the momentum, hitting strikes and chops for everyone in the ring. And then Flair even knocked Grace out on the chop.
Woo!
Yep.
Woo!
And then Flair even kicked Meechin while she was on the apron, thus eliminating Meechin or Mia Yim in the process. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, Flair then hit a cross body block on the Grace and Stephanie Vaquer in the ring. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Grace and Stephanie Grace and Stephanie hit a double team suplex. Tried to do a suplex stint on Flair, but Flair reversed into a double DDT. Oh, okay. And Flair then, shortly afterwards, Flair eliminated Piper Niven. Right?
Yep.
Of course, number 28 was the NXT Women's Champion, Julia, here. Making her debut in the Royal Rumble match. Right?
Yeah.
And then, like, Sky faced off against Julia as they were exchanging moves and, another. Yeah, and then freaking, yeah, and there was some other moves or other action going on in the ring. Most of these competitors were, like, by the apron for the most part. Well,
and then her and Stephanie
Vercor,
teamed up with each other to take on everyone. So it was basically NXT versus WWE at that point.
Yes.
Because it was Stephanie for Julia and Roxanne Perez versus Bailey, Claire, and Bianca. So it was NXT versus WWE superstars at that point.
Yep.
It took me a second to remember who else was in the ring.
Then we go on to entry 29, former women's champion Nia Jax.
Yep.
Which we all know is your dream, babe.
Nope. She's yours.
I mean, come on. We all know you enjoyed her title reign last year.
We all know you want death by Snoo Snoo.
I could say something, but no, I'm not going to. Of course, Jax walked slowly down the ring. I mean, Vega was on the apron after being tossed over the top rope by another opponent. I don't remember who it was. But it doesn't matter because Jax pulled it off the apron, eliminating Vega in the process.
It was... Vega was going up against Trish Stratus.
Yep. Of course, Jax on the ring and had a face-off with Stratus. Of course, that's when LeRae came up to end the freaking little comeback party because it's like Candice LeRae freaking attacked Trish from behind and eliminated Trish as well. And throughout Trish, and then
Candice LeRae was trying to take advantage.
Or wait, no, LeRae tried to throw out Trish, but Trish reversed and eliminated Candice. That's what it was.
Yes. She tried to take advantage of it and failed miserably.
Yeah, I just had the freaking elimination reversed here, in order reversed here.
Yep.
Of course, Trish freaking fought Jax with chopped a few times. And even Trish even hit a Hurricane Rana on Jax, but Jax was not deterred. Freaking picked Trish Stratus up, put her on the apron, and then LeRae then held onto Trish's leg, and Jax freaking hit Trish's forearm, eliminating Trish in the process.
Yeah, we also got some Stratusfaction.
Yeah, so technically I was right when LeRae helped eliminate Trish. I just said it too dang early. Right?
Yes.
The fans freaking goddamn hated that.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone wanted to see the big reveal. Who the hell was number 30 in this Women's Royal Rumble match? And there was a lot of speculation. And we were pleasantly surprised when number 30 was AJ Lee. Just kidding, it was Nikki Bella.
Everyone wanted AJ Lee to come back.
Nope, but they got Nikki Bella instead.
We got freaking Nikki.
Oh, you should have been happy about this one. I bet you were very deflated about it.
Yes, I was deflated.
You
were very inflated about it.
I mean, you can look, but you can't touch, and you're like, no one wants to. Right?
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say... It's like, yeah, she did... Nikki Bella, though, did get some freaking cheers, but I wouldn't say it was a big holy shit pop like it would have been if AJ Lee returned here.
No, everyone really wanted AJ Lee because it would have actually made kind of sense because she was a big pivotal point for the Royal Rumble.
And the women's evolution as a whole, but... that didn't happen.
Yes.
Of course, after Nikki Bella got into the ring, everyone in the Rumble started attacking Jax at the same time, but that didn't work. Jax the Monster knocked them all down.
9.
Yep. It's like Jax knocked them all down. Of course, Nikki then slapped Prez in the face, and then after Prez tried to smack talk her back, right? But Stephanie Victoria went. But Stephanie Victoria, I can't even pronounce her last name.
Stop her.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, she went for the headless to eliminate Sky, but Sky held on here.
Yep.
And then there was 5 women on the apron trying to hang on. And Nia Jax eliminated a bunch of people at once. Right? So yeah, Nia Jax eliminated Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Stephanie butchered last name. I can't even. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. And you were disappointed at that because Liv Morgan was your pick.
No.
So yeah, there was and then Nikki tried to eliminate Julia, but Perez nailed Nikki with an uppercut. And then Flair went for the running kick, but Julia avoided it. Flair got knocked down, and then Flair went back into the ring. Or went back on the ring. Right?
Yeah.
It's like Perez shoved Julia into the ring post to eliminate her after they went over. Julia's gone, right?
Yep.
At this point. Of course, Bayley was fighting on the apron, but Jax eliminated Bayley, and then Jax then eliminated Nikki Bella shortly afterwards as well. Right?
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, great. There goes your other picks. And at this point, you're all like, yay, my favorite pick. Nia Jax is going to win this thing and get another title match at Mania.
No, that was more like you.
Which, in context of the story, would have made sense, but, that's not what ended up happening, but we'll get to that literally behind you.
Well, if you would have went straight for either Tiffany Stratton or, most likely, Rhea Ripley.
But, yeah. But it wouldn't matter. The final
Saturday night main event, but
yeah, the final 3 in this matchup were Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Roxanne Perez here.
Yes.
Of course, Jax eliminated a lot of people, but doesn't really matter. Perez was in the ring for well over an hour at this point. She had a freaking chop block to Flair's knee and working on it, working on the injured knee. Jax went for a running attack, but Flair avoided it, right? Of course, Jackson lifted Perez up to the apron, but trying to eliminate freaking Perez here, but freaking Flair came back and dumped Jax over the top rope. So there was the final 2 was Roxanne Perez and Charlotte Flair here. And you know what? At this point, I was thinking, oh, great. They're going to give it to Charlotte Flair. I already fucking know at this point, right?
Yep.
Without reading any spoilers, I already knew at this point what was going to happen here. Right?
Well, essentially, when Charlotte Flair showed back up, there was really no chance of anyone else fucking going, they're just going to give it to her.
So Perez on the apron, she hit Flair with a shoulder tackle, but freaking Flair freaking fought back, hit freaking Perez with a big boot to eliminate her from the match and win the 2025 Women's Rumble match.
Yep.
Thus becoming officially the first woman to win 2 Women's Royal Rumbles, knowing she won the 2021 too 5 years ago.
Yep.
Hey, your thoughts on this 2025 Women's Rumble match?
Yeah.
It was alright, but the ending was kind of predictable, especially when the last 2 were in there.
It would have been better if they had AJ there instead.
Honestly, I think the ending would have been more believable if freaking Perez got eliminated before Jax did. Honestly, right?
Yeah.
Because at least at least with Nia Jax possibly winning, it would make sense, considering it was Tiffany Stratton who cashed in on Jax taking that championship in the first place.
Yeah.
And if Nia Jax would have won, it would have been great context for the story for her to actually go into a WrestleMania feud with her former friend. But no, they didn't go that route here.
Yep.
Now the question is, which match to you sounds more intriguing? Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's title, or a WrestleMania rematch between Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley again?
Either one, but I would say Tiffany Stratton just for the fact that she hasn't faced her yet.
And now that I think about the WrestleMania context history with Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, it does make sense if that's the direction to go down to have a third battle. Considering Charlotte Flair defeated Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 36, and then Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair at 39.
Yeah.
So if those two face off one more time at WrestleMania 41, it would be, okay, this is the best. It's like, okay, who's going to get the second victory over the other one?
Exactly.
So I think in context with that, that's why it makes sense for Charlotte Flair to win it. As much as I disagree with it, thinking about that, it makes sense. If they go that route with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair again.
Well, we'll see.
But yeah, I thought this women's rumble was all right, though a little predictable at the end. But I thought it was all right for what it was. It's not the worst rumble I've ever seen, but it ain't the best either. Of course, after the match, Charlotte Flair freaking celebrated a second Rumble victory by pointing towards the WrestleMania sign like all the winners have to do. So there you go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and what are you going to be doing when WrestleMania Vegas happens? Well, for me, hopefully I'll win some, if you know what I mean. Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was okay. Of course, after the match, they showed clips from the Slim, talking about the Slim. They showed Big E hanging out with fans, talking about the Slim Jim WrestleMania sweepstakes they're doing.
No.
Where the winner can receive free tickets to both nights of WrestleMania 41.
Yeah.
Speaking of Slim Jim, we know how much you love them big, bold, spicy meat sticks.
We all know that you want them big, bold, spicy meat stick in your mouth. Oh, yeah.
God damn, what's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
Quarterback in the crowd, they showed freaking Hall of Famers and future Hall of Famers in attendance. Those being the Godfather, Mickey James, and Kurt Angle with his daughter.
Yeah, who's fucking Olympic wrestler in her own right.
Yep. Of course, after that, Drew McIntyre was shown backstage getting ready, and they also showed Sami Zayn in the back getting ready for the Royal Rumble, Men's Rumble as well. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and they also showed the football team members and coach at ringside as well. I don't really care much about football, so I couldn't really comment on who these people were. Right?
Yep.
I know. Shocking. I'm a pro wrestling guy. I'm not a football guy. Shocking, am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know about the football team names. I just couldn't tell you who the members of that team are. I don't follow football that close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No offense to people who do. You get your entertainment out of it just like I get entertainment out of this. Right?
Yep.
But, yeah, now it's time to talk about the next match pitting tag team champions from SmackDown DIY, which is Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano against the Motor City Machine Guns of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. in a 2 out of 3 falls tag team match for the tag team championships.
Yep.
And all I can think about was like 2 out of 3 falls. That sounds familiar. Where have I heard that before? If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this was the pay-per-view debut for the Motor City Machine Guns as well. Or PLE debut, or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Huh. And you know, at first I was kind of dreading this because these 2 out of 3 falls tag matches usually can drag on, but this one was kind of entertaining, and well, here's the meat and bones for this. It's like Sabin and Shelley freaking took control of DIY with double clotheslines, knocking both of them down, knocking both members of DIY out of the ring, on the outside. Yeah, and then both Shelley and Sabin both hit freaking sliding drop kicks to both Ciampa and Gargano on the outside. And then Chris Sabin then freaking hit a suicide dive onto DIY on the outside as well. Right? To start things off, really. I'm like, okay, that's impressive. Right? But of course, that momentum didn't really last that long, considering DIY took over with Ciampa hitting a clothesline while Gargano was holding out Sabin's arm. Freaking weakening it up, right?
Yeah.
Ciampa then blocked Sabin from tagging out, and then Ciampa then charged at Sabin, who had a jumping kick to the head of freaking Ciampa here. Or to Sabin here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm mixing my damn words up around here, you know?
You always do.
Yeah, I know, Zoo, but, you know, Ciampa was back in the corner. Gargano looked like he made the tag, but he didn't make the tag at all, faking it. And so Shelley thought freaking Gargano was a legal man, so he went after him, which, naturally, yeah. But Ciampa came out and hit a running knee on Shelley for the first pinfall.
Well, he did that jumping fucking
running knee
pretend tag bullshit.
Yeah, and then Ciampa had the running knee to get the first pinfall of the match, which means DIY are 1-0. So they only need one more pinfall here, right?
Yep.
And I'm just like 1-0. Huh. First victory, yeah. So I'm like, okay. And they even replayed the fake out tag spot. I'm like, clever, never seen that before. Right?
Yep.
That's a new heel tactic that we didn't even think about and never seen before. Until now.
Yeah, no, they failed. Miserably.
Yeah, whatever. Of course, afterwards, Ciampa took control of Shelley with the most devastating hold in all of pro wrestling, a chinlock.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure if you've seen that, you're like, oh, great, he's going to say that. Right?
Yes.
Of course, Shelley broke free out of it. Since I guess Shelley has her chin made of steel or something. I don't fucking know. Right?
Chin steel.
Of course, Johnny Gargano got the tag in.
Well, it's better than the Chinless Wonder.
The Chinless Wonder. That always made me think to myself, if Shawn Michaels hit a friggin' sweet chin music super kick to James Ellsworth, would that be considered the no chin music?
Yes.
These are questions that haunt my brain. Well, yeah, but like I was saying, Gargano got the tag in. They continued to double team on Shelley here. Smart heelish tag team wrestling at its finest at this point.
I've seen better.
Yeah. It's like Gargano. Yeah, I've seen better. You've seen better. Gargano freaking chopped Shelley down. Of course, Ciampa then made the tag back in. But Shelley fought out of it. And fought out both opponents. Dunning Gargano and Ciampa here. In a DDT and flatliner combo on both of them.
Yeah.
Of course, that's when Ciampa had the bright idea. I'm gonna freaking leave the ring, go into the ring, and crawl underneath the ring, and then go into the machine gun's corner here. And he grabbed at Saban before Shelley could even make the tag, but Ciampa got kicked away. But Shelley made the tag to Saban, but the referee didn't see it, so it didn't count, right?
Yep.
Classic heel move right there. Distract the referee when the tag's going on, right?
Yep.
We see it so many times, it's like its own cliche in these tag team matches, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Ciampa and Gargano continued the double team over Shelley. And of course, DIY then hit the shatter machine finisher on Shelley, but Shelley kicked out at the 2 count, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Wade Barrett on commentary trashed the officiating. Said it was like a Kansas City Chiefs game. Once again, I have no knowledge of that. Right?
Yeah.
I think he just did to rip on the freaking, like, rival team here. I don't know. I don't care for football. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Gargano then kicked. Yeah, and then freaking, yeah, and then freaking, Gargano then kicked Saban onto the apron, but Shelley freaking hit a spear to block Gargano's spear attempt, whatever. You countered Gargano's spear here. What am I talking about? I am freaking getting tongue twisted. Right?
Don't you always?
Why am I the one doing most of the talking in these reviews? I have no idea. I can't talk for shit.
Because you're the one that always says you want to do the most of the talking, so I allow you to do it.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
You never asked me what my opinion is on half the stuff, so...
Yeah, well, so after some back and forth here, I'm just going to speed through this one because we got a lot to talk about anyway. Freaking, eventually near the end of this one, the freaking guns nailed, or the motion machine guns nailed the freaking, like, skull and bones to Gargano, and they picked up the freaking pinfall win, making it 1-1. Right.
Yep.
So yeah, the next one to get the next pinfall win the Master Ball tied up here. Of course, freaking Gargano hit a super kick, and Ciampa hit the fairy tale ending to, I think it was Saban for a 2 count, because Shelley made the save.
Yeah.
So, and then Gargano then hit a dive onto Shelley onto the floor on the outside. Ciampa then hit a Project Shamble with double knees to the back, 2 count, for a 2 count here. This could have gone either way. This was actually pretty good. I can't really describe this one. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's good to see the Motor City Machine Guns in WWE still.
Yeah, then freaking Ciampa and Saban shoved Gargano into the ring post at one point, knocking him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, shortly afterwards, Shelley suplexed Gargano onto Ciampa. I know I'm freaking not saying everything here in this match, but hey, if you wanted to see every spot, watch the pay-per-view. Am I right? I'm just pointing out good high spots now at this point. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Saban hit a running drop kicks, and the fans were like actually into it at that point, seeing all the high spots being performed from the guns here, right?
Yeah.
And no, not the guns from AEW. I'm talking about the Motor City Machine Guns here in WWE. And when I say that, yeah, and then freaking the guns hit a double powerbomb blockbuster neck breaker on the Ciampa, but Gargano broke up the pin to save the match and the titles, which that could have been a freaking match ender right there. We would have had new champions, but nah. It's like Gargano tagged in against Sabin, and Gargano accidentally kicked Ciampa after Sabin moved out of the way. I'm like, oh shit, that was an accident. Yeah, and then Sabin and Shelley kicked Gargano in the turnbuckle. They were both down, but here's where the match really started to suck. Foul play involved, by the way. And why don't you tell them about the ending of this match, what we saw?
Okay, they went for the Skull and Bones freaking finisher move yet again. And what happens? Some guy in a mask pops up onto the damn ring pose.
Or the ring
onto the
apron.
ring. They're like, oh, okay, there's nothing new there. Yeah. Then you see the other one come up.
And who was the other one? It was Angelo Dawkins from the freaking Street Profits tag team.
Yes, they freaking caused the Motor City Machine Guns to lose. DIY defends keeps their title, and then they beat them with crutches.
Yes. Specifically, Angelo Dawkins actually used a crutch to hit Shelley in the turnbuckle in the back, causing Gargano to freaking pin Sabin to win the match 2-1, retaining the titles.
Yep.
But like you said, after the match, freaking the Street Profits beat the hell out of DIY anyway, signifying that they want to be next in line, because I guess it was DIY who attacked freaking the Street Profits to begin with.
It was DIY that attacked the Street Profits to get the chance at their titles.
So yeah, you know what? This ending really freaking hurt this match for me.
Yes.
But all the action beforehand that I mentioned actually helped it, but the ending fell flat because of the interference. I understand storytelling purposes, but that was just lame. I mean, you couldn't have had DIY cheat to win and then have freaking the Street Profits attack both of them. I think that would have been a better ender, because at least we would have had decisive winners, even by means of illegal team cheating. But still, it would have been better than what we got.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one kind of hurt the score for me. But before the interference, the match was flowing just fine. Great.
Yep.
Better than I expected, to be honest. But yeah, so honestly, I thought the match was good until the ender, obviously. Afterwards, they showed the commercial for TurboTax featuring Sheamus working out in a gym, right?
Yeah.
And of course, then they aired a commercial for 2K25. And which version are you going to be buying for 2K25?
Undead Edition.
Oh, the one with Damian Priest on the cover. Nice.
No, The Undertaker.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to say that because I seen that short little viral video that Rhea Ripley did revealing that cover, and she goes, "Oh, Damian Priest, nice." I'm pretty sure you've seen that one too, all over Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
But yeah, he's gonna be getting the Undertaker edition. I might as well get that one, or I might get the Bloodline one. I'm not totally sure at this point which version I'm gonna buy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and then WWE also aired a commercial for the Saudi Arabia season, or Rio season, since WWE had that deal with the Saudi Arabia folks over there. And then they aired another commercial. There was a lot of commercials in between setting up for this next match, which was the WWE title match here. The next commercial I aired was them advertising WWE's Clash in Paris on August the 31st during the summertime.
Yep.
Which, you will be reviewing that fucking show. We'll be reviewing that show, giving our opinions on it. And, talking about the high spots in the match and everything else like that. Right?
Yeah.
And, of course, speaking of football, and me not caring, we go back to ringside where they showed some of Pat McAfee's freaking, career and football stats.
Pat McAfee's highlights because it's his hometown that they're in. and they freaking wanted to show their love for Pat McAfee. They freaking showed his highlights and everything.
Yep. And then they showed another clip with Bianca Belair and Chelsea Green meeting this family of fans, giving tickets to the show by Xfinity for their little stuff, promotion that they do, whatever. It was fine, whatever. It was fine, whatever. Nothing big.
If I would have known that, I would have done that and went to the show, but nope.
But it was fine, whatever. No big deal to me, right?
Yeah.
And then they showed more legends in the crowd watching the show, that included Ron Simmons. Damn. And of course, Hall of Famers freaking Rick Steiner and Rob Van Dam were out in the crowd as well.
Well, his son invited him to go and see the show.
And yes, as we all know, WWE Hall of Famer Rick Steiner is current Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker's father.
Yes, the dog-faced gremlin and Breaker.
And yes, Rick Steiner, we all know, is well known for his tag team career in the 80s and 90s with Scott Steiner.
Yes.
Which obviously this goes without saying, but Scott Steiner was Braun Breaker's uncle.
Yes.
But yeah, I think everyone's already figured that part out at least.
Right? Everyone knows that the Steiner is Breaker's uncle.
And of course, they also showed UFC welterweight champion Belal Muhammad at ringside. I probably butchered the hell out of that name. Along with singer John Mellencamp as well.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, now we go into the next matchup, which to me was probably the best non-Rumble match of the night, which was for the WWE Championship between champion Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. In a ladder match.
Kevin Owens.
And of course, you know, for those who had Peacock Premium, they showed the freaking video package about this one. But like I said, I'm just going to go through some of the high spots here and the spots that I thought were important in this match. Lord knows there was a lot of them. This was a ladder match after all. So we're going to be talking about this one for a good minute as well, regardless, without going through spot after spot after spot.
Yeah.
Of course, Kevin Owens made his entrance, and yes, Kevin Owens was wearing that shirt that said Canadian son of an electric technician or whatever the heck it said.
Yeah, security
technician or whatever it said. But the thing about it is, yeah, Kevin Owens was coming out carrying the Winged Eagle version of the WWE Championship.
Yep.
Which he stole from Cody Rhodes at the Saturday Night's Main Event back in December, I believe. Right?
He took it from Triple H.
Yeah, so because Kevin Owens been carrying that classic Winged Eagle title around, which they even gave a brief history. Yeah, when that Winged Eagle title first came to was an official WWE Championship here, the official world title that debuted in '88 with Hogan, retired in '98 with Austin.
Yeah.
And we all know what belt came after Austin, and that was the Big Eagle Attitude Era belt.
Yep.
Lord knows I have replicas of both of those belts in my collection.
Uh-huh.
That just means I have way too much fucking money and time on my hands.
Yeah.
Of course, Cody Rhodes came out wearing the current version of the WWE Championship, which they're still calling the Undisputed Championship. Yes, I get they're calling it that because it's a combination between the WWE title and the Universal belt, but I'm just going to call it the WWE Championship because it's not undisputed because we have a World Championship that Gunther currently holds right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I just said this is just for the WWE Championship. I don't care what they call it. It's still the WWE Championship to me.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, Cody Rhodes got the big ovation for his entrance. Right? Fans did sing to his theme song a bit, and And I guess Cody Rhodes has been WWE champion for well over 300 days at this point, winning the title last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
When he ended Roman Reigns' long 1,316 day reign. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge that
Nope.
long title reign.
I don't acknowledge anything with Roman Reigns.
You're like, nope. Right?
The only one that does is D2 word cunt.
Be jealous.
No, be jealous I have a title, you don't.
That's debatable. Anyway, obviously, after the entrances and the introductions and stuff, they put both championships on the apparatus and raised that above the ring, meaning the only way to win this match is obviously to climb the ladder and retrieve both titles. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, the fans were all into it. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens freaking were just staring at each other. They were cheering before they could even make any contact. And yeah, backstory of this one is Kevin Owens was pissed off that Rhodes sided with Roman Reigns and felt like Rhodes betrayed him in that sense because, Owens is ongoing feud on and off with the bloodline anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they started hitting. Yeah, and then they started hitting punches on each other to start off this match, as you know. Yeah, and at one point they got the ladders involved, which freaking Owens freaking gave Cody Rhodes a body slam through the middle piece of the middle of the ladder, right?
Yeah.
But then those two eventually freaking got to the crowd after a short while later. After that, Cody Rhodes and Owens started fighting in the crowd after Cody sent Owens over into the barricade, right?
Yeah.
And they were fighting all over the crowd, which, that's when I'm like, okay, this is starting to get interesting. And Owens then slammed Cody into the camera out there in the crowd. Middle of the crowd, and they set up the stuff for the hard cam. The building to tell that the hard cam's on, yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be a brutal one here. Of course, back at ringside, Owens then set a ladder up against the ring apron, and Owens then slammed Cody into a ladder. Following that, right?
Yeah.
Of course, Cody Rhodes was down and out shortly afterwards. Owens tried to climb the ladder to retrieve the titles, but the match wasn't going to end that freaking early. Cody Rhodes got back into the ring to put a stop to that, stopping Owens from climbing the ladder.
Yeah.
And of course, what were you thinking? Cody Rhodes or Owens frustrated on the outside? And, well, Owens decided to take the hood of the commentary table and just throw it at freaking Cody. And I'm like, God dang it. Announcer table abuse. All right?
Yeah.
You eat the commentary table fucking shit at your opponent. God damn, you're supposed to put him through the announce table.
I eat everything.
Yep. Of course, obviously Cody freaking responded to that by sending Owens into the steel steps, knocking him down.
Yeah.
Of course, Owens then shortly afterwards hit freaking Cody with a step ladder in the back. He used a step ladder to hit Cody in the back with. And then Owens then threw it at Cody Rhodes. Shades of what happened during that WrestleMania 23 Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yep.
At one point, I think CM Punk had that ladder thrown in his face during that event. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of freaking ones. I'm just going to try to get as most of these big spots as I can. And of course, Cody Rhodes got a hold of a freaking small ladder and threw it at Owens, knocking Owens down off the ladder. Or down in general.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of step ladder abuse, right? Yeah, and at one point Cody's climbed the ladder, but Owens came back with a ladder shot to the knees, putting it down, putting Cody Rhodes down, and actually hit Rhodes in the ribs with that step ladder that they used, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. But anyway. But yeah, another good spot here is later on, Cody sent freaking Owens into the ladder to knock Owens down. There was a lot of ladder abuse here, and some of these spots, especially near the end, made me cringe. Right?
Yeah.
And of course, at one point, shortly afterwards, Cody Rhodes tried to get the championships, but Owens pulled Cody down, preventing it. And actually hit a power bomb on Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah.
And at one time, Owens tried to be smart by trapping Cody underneath the ladder, which we've seen done before, right?
Yep.
With the good thing in here is like, my opponent's under the ladder, and I claim that they can't freaking do anything about it, but in this case, Cody Rhodes turned the ladder over, knocking Cody Rhodes off of it to break free, right?
See.
So yeah, Owens landed on the outside by the barricade. On the outside. After that, I fall looked nasty.
Yeah.
Of course, freaking back in the ring after Cody Rhodes suplexed Owens onto a ladder, Cody Rhodes decided, I'm gonna break a piece of this ladder like the bottom rung to use it as a weapon. Right?
Yeah.
But as we know, but that didn't quite work out for Cody Rhodes, did it?
Nope.
And why? And what happened in that spot? Why did that not work for Rhodes yet?
Because you fucking just kept getting beat the shit out of.
And then Owens managed to freaking hit Cody Rhodes with that metal piece. Also, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Owens hit freaking Cody in the head with a ladder rung, right?
Yep.
And he was also pulling the ladder rung into Cody's face, wearing him down some more. And that's when Owens had a bright idea. Let me make a ladder bridge. Let me make 2 ladder bridges. He balanced that one ladder with the other ladder in the ring, and then he freaking took a big ladder and placed it on between the apron and the announce table.
Well, no, I just like the fact that Kevin Owens literally freaking fisherman busted him off the freaking ladder. He fucking jumped. He got up. He's like, face plant.
Yep. Yeah, but then Owens then put a ladder across the bottom turnbuckle. Right.
Yeah.
And mind you, there was another ladder that was like laying on its side downwards right at this point also, right? So I'm letting us see. Owens shouted, I am the champion. I'm the champ, right? It looked like Owens was going for like a power bomb on the ladder in the corner, but Rhodes reversed it and Owens landed back first on the top rung of the ladder that was lying down. I cringed at that. I even felt my back because I'm like, I feel the pain of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that did look painful, right? But it doesn't matter anyway, because Cody Rhodes tried to climb the ladder, but shortly afterwards, freaking Owens got back and gave Cody the power bomb onto the ladder that was against the bottom turnbuckle anyway. So at this point, both men were down. Right?
Yeah.
And of course, shortly afterwards, the fisherman buster into the ladder that you mentioned about actually happened. So yeah, both men were down like that after that move, right?
And now that was cringe because I'm like, oh, my back. No.
I mean, it was carnage. And it felt like these two only had enough momentum to do like one big spot and relax and rest for a while because their bodies were in pain. So it's kind of why I said your part you mentioned after the powerbomb onto the thing too.
Yeah, because dude, you freaking get Fisherman busted off the dude. He got hit in the back of the neck. I'm like, God damn my neck. And then freaking Cody Rhodes' whole fucking body landed on that freaking ladder. I'm like, oh.
Yep. Even the announcers were freaking out here. Freaking other officials came out to check on both of them at this point, including SmackDown GM.
Both the GMs, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce.
Even Sami Zayn came out to check on both of them,
and Sami Zayn came out, and they were talking about how Kevin Owens was saying, oh yeah, if you help me at the Rumble, then I'll be giving you a chance at the title at Mania.
Yep. So I was like, what role was Sami going to do here? Of course, Owens got back up. Of course, Owens got back up.
He's friends with both of them.
Yep. But Owens got back up amazingly. And of course, Owens went for the stunner, but Cody Rhodes freaking reversed it.
To Crossroads.
The Crossroads, but you know, Cody Rhodes, that wasn't the end of it. Both of them somehow made their way back onto the outside where the commentary table is. You know, you gotta keep in mind the big giant ladder still propped up there on the commentary in the ring apron, right?
Yeah.
And Cody Rhodes ran freaking Owens' head repeatedly on the commentary table and then sent Owens into the ring post, busting Owens open. Hard way, it looked like, right?
Yeah. But Cody Rhodes wasn't done after that. He literally picked up Kevin Owens and freaking powerbombed his ass through the freaking ladder. I'm like, well, he's dead.
Yes. Well, yeah, I mean,
he got folded.
Yeah.
And I'm literally mean fucking
folded, yes.
Folded.
Yeah, fucking beat me to that spot. Yes, Owens was bleeding. Yes, freaking Cody Rhodes was. It's like Cody Rhodes was fighting Owens on the announce table, but Owens decided to be a dick to freaking Cody's Rhodes with a low blow. But freaking Sami Zayn was at ringside. Owens teased the package pile driver, but Cody Rhodes countered into that Alabama slam you mentioned. And that's what left Kevin Owens folded up like an accordion on that ladder.
Yeah, it wasn't just a regular fold. He got fucking folded.
And then after that big move, Cody Rhodes slowly got back into the ring, climbed up the ladder, and pulled down both versions of the WWE Championship to win the match.
Yep.
Okay, I only mentioned these big spots, like I said, for these reviews from now on. If you want to know what happened in the full match, just watch the show itself. But your thoughts on this one, or this ladder match between Owens and Rhodes, where Rhodes retained the title here.
It was a banger.
It was straight up freaking carnage. How the hell did Kevin Owens not break his neck after receiving that Alabama slam to that ladder? I do not know. It looked like that would have done it.
Oh, we don't know if he didn't break his neck.
And of course, I don't care who won. I don't care who lost. That match was freaking great. I applauded both men for doing that because that's shit I wouldn't be doing. Right? Of course, after the match, I thought it was great. I thought it was the best match of the night that wasn't a Rumble match. Right?
Yeah.
And then, and then after the match was over, freaking Cody Rhodes celebrated his win, all hurt, banged up. And then Sami Zayn was there freaking, talking with Owens, trying to freaking see if he was okay. And everything else, how was Owens even conscious? I don't know. Right?
We don't. He was stretchered out.
Yeah.
Like I said, he got fucking folded.
Yeah. And that was one of the most brutal matches I've seen Cody Rhodes have during his title defenses in the last, near year.
Well, I can still see him going at WrestleMania facing Kevin Owens again.
Yeah, but speaking of WrestleMania, we'll be getting to that at some point. But we gotta talk about this. After the match, another ad came up promoting WWE's Evolve coming to Tubi on March 5th, which I don't think I'll be watching. All right. I already get enough wrestling already.
I'm not watching it either.
I mean, I already get enough wrestling already. I know Evolve is just, their, people coming in to wrestle show, right? From the indies.
Yeah.
For like pretty much tryout matches, I don't know. Of course, then they promoted the Elimination Chamber 2025 next month on the March 1st, coming from Toronto at that point. So, we're going to be reviewing that one with the big spots I have there. Right? And, bullshitting, talking about each match and shit like that, right?
Yep.
That's where I want to go with these reviews, going in that direction. And then they showed some NBA players at ringside, in the crowd as well. Right? I really can't comment anything on basketball either. I'm not a sports guy, believe it or not. Yeah, and then they showed Biggie and Joe Tessitore up there. I think the pre-show panel there in the upstairs stadium part, talking about the show and hyping up the post-show later after the show went off air. And of course, following that, they did the Royal Rumble by the numbers videos for those who have Peacock Premium, along with Michael Cole announcing over the 70,347 people in the building at that point.
The third highest.
Yep. And then we go on to the main event of this event, which was the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match.
Yep.
And who was number one in this one? It was Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka, booyaka, 619.
And, well, who was number two?
Still middle.
Yep, number two in this particular Rumble was Penta. And I just look at that, I'm just like... And yeah, Penta made his debut literally about back the week after Raw went to Netflix, so literally earlier last month at the time of recording. And I looked at a couple weeks ago at the time of recording, whatever you want to call it. And I looked at freaking Penta and Rey Mysterio in there. I'm just like, this is a dream match.
Yes.
It's like, I wouldn't mind those two facing off like at WrestleMania. Of course, Penta and Rey Mysterio shook hands to start this match off, show of respect.
Well, Penta actually respects Rey Mysterio, and he even said that it would be a dream match for him to face Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania.
Of course, after they shook hands, did their little crowd taunts, getting the crowd into it. Rey Mysterio tried a head scissors to go over the top rope, to get Penta over the top rope, but Penta held on. And then Penta went up to the top rope to go for an Hurricane Rana, but Penta caught him, and Rey nearly flipped Penta out of the ring. Right?
Yeah, when Penta's foot touched the ground.
Yep. Of course, later on, But then later on, number 3 came out after the little back exchange with the Rey Mysterio and Penta there. I wouldn't mind seeing a proper one-on-one match between Rey Mysterio and Penta, obviously.
Yeah, then we have the Kurt Angle from Wish.
Yeah, your boy from American Made, Chad Gable.
No.
By the way, if Chad Gable's the Kurt Angle from Wish, when is he going to lose a hair versus hair match?
What?
When is Chad Gable going to lose a hair versus hair match?
Probably versus Penta.
then he really would be the freaking Kurt Angle from Wish if he was bald.
Yeah.
Of course, Chad Gable came in, nearly eliminated Penta, but Penta held on, didn't get eliminated.
Well, they even said that this is kind of a disadvantage for him because he has never won against the Luchasaurus, and Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic, hooked him up with a teacher.
Yep. And then Gable held Ray, the backbite dropped to Penta. Ray freaking held on to avoid elimination from Gable. At another point.
Yep.
Yeah, and then freaking Ray went on Penta's shoulders, and Ray hit a splash on Gable with Ray landing on Gable's knees, freaking hyperextending them a little bit. And I'm like, ow, that must have sucked. Right?
God damn it, my knees!
So that's how I feel every morning at this point. Am I right?
Yeah, you're an old son of a bitch.
So are you, you son of a bitch. You're older than me. Don't go there with that bullshit. Number 4 was your boy Carmelo Hayes.
Nope, he's your boy.
I mean, we all know you wanted Carmelo Hayes to win this thing.
No, we all knew that you did.
It was like Melo hit a freaking spinning bulldog on Penta, and Rey Mysterio did the head scissors, but Melo hit an impressive springboard DDT on Ray. I don't think there was any, and you know, at this point, it was just going back to the status quo where everyone was fighting again. No one got an elimination here. Number five was your ultimate favorite wrestler, Santos Escobar. We all know you loved it when he turned on Rey Mysterio a couple years ago, right? And of course, speaking of Rey Mysterio, Escobar hit Rey with a knee smash, and Escobar then sent Rey into the metal turnbuckle. So yeah, what do you think about Escobar's performance here before I go on to the next entrance?
Yeah, it was decent.
Not really a whole much because we just went back. I don't think there was any eliminations here either.
Yeah, there wasn't really any eliminations in the beginning yet.
So yeah, and then now move on. Yeah, then now moving on from Santos Escobar here, we go to number 6, which was Otis. And you know, Otis actually went after Chad Gable at first. Chad Gable even slapping Otis caused him to freaking bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm just gonna. When it comes to eliminations here, I'm just gonna read them the dang way here. Rey Mysterio had a good impression, but he was eventually eliminated by Jacob Fatu here. Penta had a good run. He was eliminated by Finn Balor, right?
Yeah.
Lasting 42 minutes. Chad Gable came in, eliminated by Fatu after 20 minutes. Had an impressive showing, okay. And then both Hayes and Escobar were eliminated by Braun Breaker later on after Breaker's entrance here.
Yeah.
New way to keep up with. I'm trying to keep up with the eliminations so I don't miss any. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah. Braun Breaker came out. Yeah, he was hitting spears, freaking being the dominant force in the Rumble. At this point, he came out number 7. All right.
Yeah.
Hi. And of course, number 8 was supposed to be Otis's tag team partner, right?
Akira Tozawa.
But you know what? Akira Tozawa got taken out, right?
By Carmelo Hayes.
Because after Carmelo Hayes got eliminated, right?
Yep, and then ISO Speed became number 8.
Oh boy, we all know you wanted him to win this Rumble, didn't you?
No, that's more like you.
Yeah. Aqua Tesoro got attacked in the back. Freaking Triple H told ISO Speed that you have to go out there. And it's funny. He came out there, and the only acknowledgement they had was for him was like got RKO'd by Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You notice that too on the little like sideboard they kept track of?
Yeah.
Right. Of course, Speed actually went to the ring got an elimination, which was Otis, because he helped Braun eliminate Otis.
Yep.
And Speed actually did a backflip. Oh, yeah, and let it be known, Speed was the only one competing in this Rumble wearing Crocs. So Braun hit Speed with a goddamn freaking spear and eliminated him.
No, I just like how fucking
actually no, Braun tossed Speed in the
like,
freaking
that's dog-a-side.
Yeah, Braun tossed freaking Speed over the top rope into freaking Otis, who then responded by eating Speed over the commentary table to eliminate him officially.
Yes.
And that's when they had to come. He's like, oh, he was wearing Crocs. I'm like, that's what you get for wearing Crocs. God damn it. That freaking shoe looks stupid.
You know that you like it.
Man, you all know you're the one who freaking likes to wear Crocs. Don't freaking goddamn deny it. Hell, you're probably wearing a pair right now as we speak.
Nope.
Anyway.
I will never wear Crocs.
Yeah. Number 9 was Sheamus. All right.
Yep.
The 2012 Rumble, Mr. 18 Seconds himself. Thank you very much for reminding me about that the last couple of weeks, Dick. And that's not a knock on Sheamus, but Jesus. Sheamus came in with a house of fire. Nearly got eliminated by freaking Penta, but that didn't happen. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, Sheamus then hit a freaking bro kick on freaking Braun later on. Right? At Braun Breaker later on, who came out about him. And the number 10 was Jimmy Uso. I know this was your pick to win this Rumble, wasn't it?
Yes. It was one of mine.
Oh, Jimmy Uso didn't win this Rumble, I can guarantee you that. But we'll talk about the other one here later. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, Jimmy then hit a super kick. Jimmy hit a crossbody block onto Chad, right? At this point, Chad was still in. I've only said elimination order like that, so I didn't miss any. Probably repeat myself later, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Penta did hit a super kick to Jimmy, but freaking Jimmy came back with a corkscrew off the top to Penta here. And then, it was kind of like Jimmy doing his offense, including a running hip attack on Penta, shades of the late great Umaga.
Yep.
Number 11 was Andrade.
No, it was more of an homage to his dad, like they were saying, the stink face.
Yeah, but when I think running hip attack on the corner, I think of Umaga.
Well,
because Umaga did that.
Umaga was the one that took it from Rikishi, so.
Well, whatever the last, Andrade was number 11. And yes, we know Andrade is married to Charlotte Flair, who won that women's Rumble match earlier in the show. Right?
Yep.
Huh. And we all know you wanted to see Andrade win this one, too.
Nope.
Actually, as good as Andrade is, I didn't buy him as a believable person to win this year's Rumble. All right?
No.
Yeah, and then freaking Andrade freaking nailed Sheamus with a running forearm along with a running double knee attack. Penta almost eliminated Andrade, but Andrade came back into the match. And then number 12 came out, which was Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
Someone you really don't want to mess with. Right?
Yep.
And to me, the standout of the Bloodline 2.0, I may not like that faction, but Jacob Fatu, I'm like, he's someone you need to keep your eye on because he could be a future main eventer at this point.
Yeah.
Huh. It's like Fatu came in, super kicked Gable and Fatu, then did the Samoan drop on Andrade. Right?
Yep.
Fatu freaking tossed Gable over the top rope and eliminated him. Right?
Yeah.
And then Fatu freaking eliminated Rey Mysterio as well, so Rey's out. And then Fatu eliminated Andrade. So Fatu got 3 eliminations within less than 90 seconds already. So at this point, you knew freaking Jacob Fatu was someone you had to watch in the Rumble here. So it's like, so number 13, your boy Ludwig Kaiser came out.
Nope.
Ludwig Kaiser came out. Yeah, we know that was your pick to win the Rumble too, one of them.
Nope. I don't like Imperium.
Yeah, he came down to the ring. He came down the ring, but he didn't freaking go into the ring right away. He ended up stopping on the floor nearby, waiting for the right moment to come out, right? To go in there. But as soon as Kaiser went into the ring, he tried to freaking eliminate Penta, but Penta reversed that, got out of that, and Penta freaking tossed Kaiser out in about 3 seconds. So your boy was eliminated in 3 seconds.
No, it's your boy.
Of course, Santino still has that 1 second record. That record's forever locked because it's impossible. What are they supposed to do? Eliminate somebody in milliseconds? That's impossible. Right?
No, it's more like the guy from last night at PCW. Literally stole the freaking shit from Paul Heyman, and then he's like, I'm not ready.
Of course, number 14 at this point was your boy, The Miz. You claim he's awesome.
You do.
I mean, we all know your favorite WrestleMania was the one that Miz main evented, so and you want to see that again.
Nope. That's more like you.
Of course, Miz came in, and shortly after, and a little bit after Miz came in, Miz actually hit a skull-crushing finale on Jimmy. And then freaking Penta freaking took Miz down with a Hurricane Rana. Shortly after that. Yeah, but then shortly afterwards, number 15 came out. Number 15 came out, and it was the TNA World Champion, Joe Henry. Everyone was cheering this one.
Say his name, and he appears.
It's like, yeah, and Joe Henry fell. It's like Henry freaking hit a fall-away slam on Miz when he got into the ring. Of course, Fatu nailed Joe with a running forearm, and then Sheamus said he was enjoying it and wondered why Fatu was always angry. He said that. Of course, you think that was a cool moment, Joe Henry being out there? Now it's time to acknowledge the number 16 entrant in this Rumble.
Nope.
And yes, the freaking number 16 entrant was my pick to win this Rumble, our Tribal Chief Roman Reigns.
Is your Tribal Chief, not mine.
Just because you're a Solo Sikoa fanboy doesn't mean anything, and Roman is our Tribal Chief.
Nope. And I don't like Solo either.
Acknowledge your Tribal Chief.
Nope.
We can debate this all dang video, even though I'd rather not. I'm sorry, these acknowledgement jokes will never go away. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Of course, there was a pyro display for Roman's entrance as well. when Roman got into the ring. This was Roman Reigns' first Rumble match in 5 years, considering the last four Rumbles he was champion anyway.
It was his first time in the Royal Rumble for 4 years.
Yeah, his last one being, I believe, in 2020. Considering the Royal Rumbles between 2021 and 2024, he was a champion defending that title.
Yeah.
Reigns hit a spear on The Miz immediately upon getting in the ring and eliminated The Miz. Yeah. So Miz got eliminated. It was like Roman then hit a spear on Sheamus. And Reigns eliminated Sheamus with a clothesline over the top rope. So, bye-bye, Mr. 18 Seconds. All right. Your Royal Rumble win was garbage anyway.
Nope, it was Hall of Fame.
It was garbage.
It was Hall of Fame.
We can debate this till the end of time. We ain't going to get any solid answer that way. Right?
Just because you thought it was garbage, I thought it was Hall of Fame. It still deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, so eat shit.
Of course, shortly afterwards, Reigns freaking hit a spear on freaking Hendry too, or Joe Hendry too, and then Reigns eliminated Hendry. So, technically, Joe eliminated Joe. Yes, we all know Roman Reigns' real name is Joe. I don't know why. That's why I made that joke. Right?
Yes. Joe defeated Joe.
Yep. Of course, at this point, freaking Braun and Roman Reigns hit the ropes at the same time, but Braun actually hit a spear on Reigns, and that's what I'm like, well, shit. Since both of them are masters of that move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Braun tried to eliminate Reigns, but Reigns reversed it and eliminated Braun himself. I'm like, huh? Well, shit. So much for that. Right?
Well, we all knew that Roman Reigns wasn't going to be in there very long.
Actually, no, Braun's Breaker got eliminated. Reigns was still in there. But what would be your reaction? What would have been your reaction if Braun Breaker somehow got the shocking elimination of Reigns here?
I would have messaged you. Ha!
I'd be like, that'd be like,
that lost.
And then I would be like, what? I'd be like, watch. Right?
Yeah, I'll be like, acknowledge that loss.
I'd be like, fuck me. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, but, Of course, Reigns and Jacob Fatu faced off, and Cole and Zeki were looking at a future WrestleMania main event, which I can actually see, honestly. So, yeah, and then Reigns freaking hit Jacob Fatu with a spear here. Also, number 17 was the 2020 Men's Rumble winner, and that was Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
You're Scottish boy, Drew McIntyre.
Go fuck yourself.
And we all know Drew McIntyre had this big issue with Roman Reigns here and the bloodline ever since 2022, because he's one of those people that can't just let it go. Kind of reminds me of freaking Kevin Owens storyline wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Reigns is waiting for McIntyre to get in the ring. Drew got in the ring, so this is the moment he's been waiting for. And then Reigns and Drew McIntyre exchanged punches there. Roman's knocked down Reigns with a forearm, and then Drew decided to tag Reigns some more while he was down. Didn't get an elimination here. No one got eliminated here at this point. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and number 18 was someone that we haven't seen since the start of last month when Raw went to Netflix, and I'm talking about Finn Balor here.
We've seen him, but we haven't seen him since the street fight.
That's what I mean. We haven't seen him since the week after the Raw premiere on Netflix when he had that street fight with Damian Priest.
No.
Yeah, so Roman Reigns came out. Or no. But Finn Balor came out. Hit a few stomps on Roman Reigns here. And, everyone just went back to what they were doing here. Not a whole lot happened. Except Penta nearly got eliminated, but that didn't happen. Shinsuke Nakamura came out at number 19, and he was the winner of the 2018 Rumble, which I really hate to say this. Nakamura's freaking main event push went down since the 2018 Rumble, as we all know.
Right? Yeah.
Of course, Shinsuke Nakamura is the current U.S. champion when he won that belt, the championship off of LA Knight back in Survivor Series. So he has that going for him. Am I right?
Yep.
Of course, Nakamura went after Reigns with attacking the knees. We're attacking his ribs there. Of course, Finn Balor then at this point eliminated Penta, which means Penta got eliminated. Penta's out of the match with a little over 42 minutes in the ring. Not bad, right?
Yeah.
At number 20 was the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso. Which, trust me, Jey Uso in this Rumble, he has 0% chance of winning.
He was actually one of my picks that to win.
To me, he's overrated, and if you ask me, he's a tag team guy. He has 0% chance of winning this match.
And if you ask me, go fuck yourself.
So yeah, but anyway, the fans went crazy for Jey Uso's entrance here. It's like Jey Uso started working out. It's like Jey Uso started attacking Balor with punches upon the ring. Drew McIntyre charged at Jey, but Jey was ready and answered Drew with a spear of his own. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, Nakamura freaking hit Jey with a spinning kick, but Jey freaking came back with a jumping kick to Nakamura. And of course, Nakamura then charged at Jey, but Jey then hit a back body drop that sent Nakamura over the top rope, so Nakamura is eliminated. I knew for a fact Nakamura wasn't going to win his second Royal Rumble match.
Well, he could have.
Yeah, but then again, I have a bad feeling Jey ain't going to win his first Royal Rumble match either. Not with this stacked card. I have a feeling
he will.
With this stacked card, not against this stacked freaking card of opponents he's got left.
I bet you $50 he will. You take that
bet? Good one. Number 21 is AJ Styles.
Are you saying that the sucker's bet?
Well, first of all, I don't bet on wrestling matches, so no.
So essentially, yes, you're saying it's a sucker's bet.
I could have bet you that Roman Reigns would have won the 2015 Rumble, and you would have, and yeah, that would have been a sucker's bet even back then. So there you go. Likely. And that was before friggin', that was when it was happening live, and you would have been like, yeah, more likely that happened, unfortunately. If we were talking back then, so shut it. Number 21 was AJ.
You would have if we didn't watch this and did the review, and I would have bet $50 that Jey Uso would win. You would sink that bet, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't have. I'd be like, you're wrong, but I ain't gonna fucking do that bet. But here comes AJ Styles coming out at number 21.
I think you're a chicken shit. That's what it is.
Yeah. Number 21 was AJ Styles, who has a better percentage of chances of winning than Jey Uso in this match.
Nope.
Despite the fact that he was sidelined with a foot injury for the past few months, so this is technically AJ Styles' return. And a return as a face with his old theme song, not his new freaking heel theme song he had last year.
Yeah.
And the freaking fans were cheering for him too. Styles and hit a Pele kick on Fatu here. But Fatu came back with a back body drop on the Styles, knocking him down. Number 22 was Braun Strowman, who has about 80% chance of winning this Rumble compared to Jey Uso's 0% chance.
Uh-huh. You keep saying that.
Of course, at this point, Braun Strowman is a former Universal Champion. He ain't going to get that title back. And of course, we all know the story. Why don't you tell them the story about what happened between Strowman and Jacob Fatu recently?
Oh, you mean the bullshit?
Yeah, that happened at Saturday Night's main event about a week ago.
Fucking Braun Strowman gets into the ring and all you fucking see is them fucking wrestling a little bit, yeah, and then Jacob Fatu fucking literally just being an ass and just kept fucking shoving his ass in his face.
And I guess Braun Strowman was left a bloody mess at Saturday Night's main event thanks to Jacob Fatu. Right?
Yep.
So anyway, Braun got in the ring, and after a little bit of action here with the other participants, Braun actually got a hold of Jacob Fatu and tossed Fatu over the top rope after picking Fatu up his shoulders and just chucking him out like nothing.
Yep.
Pretty much as revenge. Yeah, and Braun was like, "That's what you get for leaving me a bloody mess for dead last week." All right.
Yep.
Of course, done what Jacob Fatu did after he was eliminated.
He didn't really do much. He just tore the damn...
He went crazy berserko. Went destructive. Tossed freaking goddamn office chairs around and everything that the commentators were sitting in. And even Cole was like, "God dang, where's the cops?" Right?
He's like, "Oh, Pat, where's the cops in your town?" He's like, "I don't know where the cops were. They'd have to call the Navy, the National Guard."
Get to control this guy. Right? Like, what the heck, man? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got to move on. Number 23 was... And number 23... The number 23 entrance came out, but I couldn't see him. For some reason. And yeah, whatever. Number 23 was John Cena making his final Royal Rumble match appearance as part of his retirement tour.
Another one of my picks.
Which is funny that now we're reviewing John Cena's final Royal Rumble match appearance, as a couple of months ago, near the tail end of last year, we reviewed John Cena's first Royal Rumble match appearance, and that was in 2003. God, that world title match between Triple H and Steiner sucked ass. Just thinking about that 03 Rumble event we did. Ugh. Right?
Yeah.
Even though that was your favorite match, but... Fans were all ringing going crazy for Cena. Jogged his way down the ring like he always does. Of course, Fatu was staring menacingly at Cena while Cena made his freaking way to the ring. Of course, Fatu couldn't do anything. He was eliminated already. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then freaking back of the ring, Cena actually caught Balor, tried to do some kind of high-flying move on the freaking Cena and knocking him down, but Cena then hit an attitude adjustment, or AA, or FU on Balor and eliminated Balor. Right? So yeah, Finn Balor's out of here. Reigns then hit a spear on Drew, and then Cena and Reigns had a stare down at each other in the bell ring. Kind of a little bit of a callback to SummerSlam 2021. Right?
Yeah.
And of course, that's when the clock came down for entrance number 24, which was CM Punk coming out as entrant number 24. And of course, the fans sang along to Punk's freaking Cult of Personality freaking theme song he had. It's like Punk gang made his way to the ring, didn't even do anything. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Punk Cena and Reigns were just staring at each other. And yes, Punk was one of my picks. Was one of my picks to win this Rumble as well, by the way. And then they were just all three men were just.
Jimmy, Jay, Cena, and Punk were my 4 picks to win.
Yep.
And one of my picks failed.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, so here we have Cena, Reigns, and Punk just staring off against each other. Didn't even do anything for this whole duration. Then number 25 came out, and it was Seth Rollins, and boy, did shit hit the fan after that. Right? Because Seth Rollins has a beef with 2 of those 3 men we mentioned right now. So as soon as Rollins got in the ring, he straight away just went after CM Punk. No questions asked, didn't even care. Right?
Yeah.
And then the fight was on. Right?
Yep.
It's like, yeah, and then Drew almost got eliminated, but that didn't happen. So yeah, and then freaking Dominic Mysterio came out at number 26, and we all know Dirty Dom is your boy. You're jealous and envious of his mustache, ain't you?
Go fuck yourself. I have a better stash than him. Even the masked wrestler at PCW last night had a better mustache.
Yeah, well, freaking Dominic has one thing you don't have, and that's bitches.
And Dominic has something that you don't have, charisma.
I'm not doing the fucking joke again. So moving on here. Yeah, Michael Cole was trashing Dominic on commentary, and I'm like, I agree. And of course, Pat McAfee's like, no. What if Dominic does the impossible? I'm like, oh god damn it, no, don't even give us that possibility. Right? Or Wade Barrett was the one who said that, right?
Well, we all know that Dominic was one of your picks for the Royal Rumble winner.
Dominic was not my pick. The Eddie Guerrero from Wish wasn't my pick. Sorry.
Yes, he was.
Nope. Speaking of the Eddie Guerrero from Wish, he hit a frog splash on John Cena upon entering this ring. Of course, the funny part for Dominic here was when he tried to suplex Reigns, and it didn't work. It's like he was trying to suplex a super heavyweight or something. It didn't work. Right?
Yeah.
And Reigns then responded by hitting Dominic with a Samoan drop. So lucky number 27 came out, and this time it was Sami Zayn, who we mentioned earlier during that ladder match. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, as soon as Zayn got in there, he hit a haluva kick on Drew McIntyre, and then Zayn then freaking hit a haluva kick on Seth Rollins as well. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much it was the same song and dance. Number 28 was Damian Priest. There was no eliminations before Damian Priest's entrance here. So Damian Priest, obviously another former world champion at this point, as of last year when he had that title. He was probably a good pick to win, but I didn't think that was going to happen. Unlike Jey Uso, Jey Uso has no chance of winning.
Yes, he does. It was funny as hell. Fucking, there was only 2 fucking superstars from the Judgment Day that were representing them. Well, 3 if you count Liv Morgan, but
the men's rumble only 2. And just for the quick update here, if y'all was wondering why JD McDonough wasn't even in this one, apparently he did get injured during that match on Raw recently. When he cracked the back of his head on the announce table during that tag team title match.
Oh, when it became JD McDunn?
Yeah, I think they said somebody had like punctured lungs and some other like injuries right now.
Oh, I'm looking on Facebook. His shirt was the Canadian Dream, son of a security systems technician.
Oh, talking about Kevin's shirt they wore earlier in that ladder match. Okay, right.
I thought that's what it said, and that's why I said it. So yes, that confirmed it was what it said.
But anyway, Priest came in the ring, hit a crossback body block off the top onto Drew McIntyre. And at one point, when freaking Drew or Damien was working on another opponent, Dominic came from behind and tried to drop kick Priest in the back, which Priest promptly no-sold, just like you on 2K. That's my one per video.
Uh-huh.
So Priest just turned around, hit Dominic with a South of Heaven chokeslam, and then tossed Dominic out of the ring, eliminating him. Which made me laugh, I'm not gonna lie.
No, what was funny is that he really chokeslammed his ass and then literally threw his ass out.
And of course, number 29 came out shortly after Dominic's elimination. That was LA Knight, yeah. Right?
Yeah, and the most disturbing thing I don't ever want to hear is Wade Barrett fucking saying what he said last night.
Yep.
That was just disturbing.
Of course, I ain't talking about that. I don't even remember what it said. I don't even remember what fucking Wade Barrett said.
He said loins were... Yeah, I'm not going to even do that, no.
If you want to know what he said,
that
just
was
watch back this
disturbing
match.
as hell.
If you want to see that, watch back this Royal Rumble match at LA Knight's entrance. Of course, I did kind of like the spot that Jey Uso, who, once again, ain't winning this match, and LA Knight had when they did the whole punches back and forth saying, yay, yeet, with the crowd. Right? From the crowd, I thought that was pretty funny. Right?
I still say Jay's going to win.
Yeah, and then freaking, a little later on, freaking Drew shoved Reigns into Zayn. Zayn was on the apron after being thrown over the top rope, but wasn't eliminated. Right? Then Jay tried to super kick Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre moved and he super kicked Zayn off the apron, eliminating Sami Zayn. And I'm like, oh, Jay got an accidental elimination. Well, you don't have to worry. That's the only elimination he'll get this whole dang thing. I mean, we all know Jay's not winning this match.
I still say he does.
I mean, hell, number 30 has more of a chance of winning than Jey Uso does, and that's your boy Logan Paul.
Fuck Logan.
We all know you wanted Logan to win so damn bad.
No, I didn't. You did.
I mean, Logan Paul has about maybe a good 70% chance of winning compared to Jey Uso 0.
That's why you pick him, don't you?
By the way, fuck Logan Paul. I'm just doing a bit here.
No, guys. He likes Logan and Jake Paul. He was happy about the screw job in the fucking boxing match.
Shit, that fucking goddamn Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight was more rigged than any WWE fucking match. I swear to God, fuck that crap. And fuck Logan Paul, too. And of course, the fans hated Logan Paul, obviously. That goes without saying, right?
Yeah.
Even though I think there's only one person in the Logan Paul fan club that's not his family, and that's you. But anyway.
Nope, that's you.
I mean, hell, weren't you the one who said you wanted to see Logan Paul and Roman Reigns be a tag team, and the tag team name would be the Tribal Chiefs in their prime?
No, that was you yet again.
I mean, you drink Prime on a daily basis.
Fuck Prime. It tastes like shit.
You would know, because I never had that shit.
I've only had it once, and it tasted like shit, and I never had it again. I had a sip. Yeah. That was it.
And of course, shortly after Logan Paul's entrance here, Damian Priest eliminated Drew McIntyre while Drew was trying to throw Jey Uso out. Jey Uso's getting luckier and luckier. I still say Jey Uso's losing.
Nope.
So Drew McIntyre got eliminated, and Drew just intently stared at Priest all pissed off angrily. Right? And
Yeah.
of course, Knight tried to kick Priest out of the ring off the apron, or tried to kick Logan Paul off the apron, but Logan Paul jumped onto the commentary table, avoiding elimination, kind of like what Kofi Kingston used to do. Right?
Yeah, surprisingly, there was no Kofi Kingston.
He would have gotten a bunch of heel heat anyway.
And there was no Xavier Woods.
I guess we'll just have to wait till Monday Night Raw to see what kind of shenanigans they'll get into after this past week.
Right? Remember, you said they could never have a Royal Rumble without Kofi Kingston.
Well, Logan Paul did the Kofi Kingston spot, okay? So fuck it. Right? Of course, whatever. Knight freaking eliminated freaking Damian Priest when he clotheslined him over the top of the floor as well. So I'm like, damn it. And then Styles snuck up from behind Knight, and Styles dumped Knight over the top rope to eliminate him as well. Right? So LA Knight's gone, and I'm pretty sure that made you angry, yeah. And at this point, Paul went to the barricade and did the Kofi Kingston freaking goddamn tightrope walk on the freaking dang thing on the barricade and jumped to the steel steps like we've seen Kofi Kingston do before.
No.
And then Styles went for a springboard maneuver off the top rope, but Paul grabbed AJ Styles' legs to prevent Styles from hitting the move and to eliminate Styles. And I'm just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was 6 people left in this match. And I think those 6 people were Cena, Reigns, Paul,
Jay,
Punk, Rollins, and of course Jay. And I still say Jay has no chance in hell of winning.
Nope, he does. I have full faith.
I mean, hell, Logan Paul has a better chance of winning. He's fresher in this match. Right? Imagine how big of a nightmare it would have been if Logan Paul actually won. Anyway, freaking, yeah, then Rollins freaking hit a super kick. It's like, yeah, but then Punk picked Paul up. Punk hit the GTS on Logan Paul, which followed Rollins and freaking followed that up, super kicking Punk, and then Rollins and hit a pedigree on Jey Uso. Should have eliminated right then and there, but he didn't have a chance to. Anyway, Reigns hit a Superman punch on Cena, and Rollins and hit the stomp on Cena. Then Rollins and hit a stomp on the Punk as well. So Reigns and Rollins were the only 2 men standing in the ring, and the fans were cheering for the 2 former members of the Shield here, which resulted in Rollins and Reigns exchanging freaking punches back and forth. Right? And then Rollins went for the stomp, Reigns avoided it, and then Rollins also avoided a Superman punch. And this is when Reigns tried to eliminate Rollins, which should have done anyway, but Rollins held on. And then freaking Reigns freaking ducked the Rollins clothesline, and Reigns tried to clothesline himself. Right?
Yeah.
The clothesline Rollins over the top rope to eliminate him. But that damn sly CM Punk had to end my hopes and dreams when he dumped both Rollins and Reigns out of the ring and eliminate them at the same time.
Yeah, well, you were also upset that your favorite wrestler got curb stomped.
And of course, I'm like, okay, there's only 1 of my picks or 2 of my picks left in this ring. Oh, no, let's make it only 1 pick was left in the ring because CM Punk got eliminated immediately afterwards by Logan Paul of all people. Right?
Yep, 2 of my picks were still in.
Yeah, I know. John Cena and Logan Paul were your picks.
No, John Cena and Jey Uso, you son of a bitch. Fuck Logan. That's because you wanted Logan to win.
No, you wanted your boy Logan Paul to win.
Nope.
And of course, Rollins was all pissed off, irate, hit the stomp on Reigns on the floor. Then Rollins and Punk then got into a fight on the outside. Too much chaos out here. Then Rollins then hit a super kick on the Punk on the floor, and then looked like freaking Rollins was going after Heyman, but Rollins decided to stomp Roman Reigns once again. And of course, Rollins then gave freaking Paul Heyman the freaking bird. And then hit a freaking,
No.
then he freaking hit a Reigns with a third stomp, this time on the steel steps.
Yep.
And then Rollins then went after Punk, but the referee stopped it with Heyman screaming about Reigns is getting attacked, his well-being. And whatever. This could open up a triple threat at Mania, I swear. Right?
Yeah.
With the way that they're going along with this. So there was 3 men left. There was John Cena, who had a 90% chance of winning. Logan Paul, who has like a 10% chance of winning at this point. And Jey Uso, who has 0. I mean, I ain't telling you, Jey Uso's not going to win this one. He's going to be eliminated shortly.
No.
So yeah, Cena was up against the turnbuckle. Jey battled with Logan Paul during this. And at one point, Jey tried to splash, but Cena avoided it. Cena avoided it, right? Then Jey hit a running elbow drop onto Logan Paul. And Jey up against the turnbuckle. Like at the same time, they were both on each other. And then Cena then picked up both guys into the attitude adjustment position. But then Jey super kicked Logan Paul and Cena clotheslined Paul out. Which you were very sad about because your pick just lost.
Nope.
So the last 2 men in the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match were John Cena, who has a 100% chance of winning at this point, and Jey Uso, who has 0.
My two picks.
I mean, come on, Jay's never won the big one. He always gets these freaking shots, but he always falls short.
Like you?
I'm not doing the joke again. Stop saying that. Right? Of course, the crowd were going crazy for both of these. Cena hit 2 shoulder tackles on a spinning slam onto Jey Uso. Jey Uso even hit the 5-knuckle shuffle onto Jey, Cena even hit the 5-knuckle shuffle on Jey, right? And I'm like, yeah, Jey's gonna be getting eliminated and beaten by an invisible opponent. I like it, right?
Uh-huh.
Of course, Cena picked Jey up, but Jey freaking slipped out of it, and he actually got lucky and hit a super kick to the air. He's fighting an invisible opponent at this point. Okay, I'm surprised Jey was even able to see him. All right?
Uh-huh.
And then Jey tried to freaking, flip Cena, or get Cena out of the ring, but Cena held on. Jey hit a super kick to knock Cena down off the apron, but that didn't happen. And then Jey tried to eliminate Cena, but Cena managed to kick him down. Right? Yeah, and then Jey bounced off the ropes, leading to a spear. Both guys were down from fatigue, from going against each other for so long in this match.
Yeah.
And of course, Cena charged. Jey sent him over the top rope, and then but Cena was like, but then actually no, before that, both guys were down. Jey tried to eliminate Cena, but Cena tossed Jey over the top rope and eliminated Jey Uso to win the match. Wait, no, that's not how it happened. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I misread that. Jey actually held on. What, he didn't get eliminated? Okay, this guy's persistent. Right? I knew you were going to say, no, that's not how it ended, you bitch.
Exactly.
So Cena charged at Jey. Jey freaking then reversed it, sending him over the top rope to the apron. And they battle on the apron, teasing eliminations back and forth. But don't worry, I knew Cena was going to win this one anyway. Jey has no chance of winning here.
Nope.
They exchanged punches, just going at it. Jey hit a super kick, which looked like freaking Cena was going to be eliminated right then and there, but Cena actually held on. And while on the ring apron, Cena managed to battle back. He lifted Jay up over his shoulders in the AA position, and that's when he dumped Jey Uso out to win the match.
Nope.
Wait a minute, what the fuck? Wait a minute, I'm just getting this in my freaking news feed right now. Wait a minute, you telling me that freaking Jey Uso actually reversed that, got back into the ring, and shoved Cena off the apron to win the match?
Yep.
By last eliminating Cena by shoving him off the apron onto the floor.
Yep.
And Cena had a big shocked look on his face along with the crowd.
Yep.
Wait, so you're telling me the dude who had 0% chance of winning actually won this match?
Yep.
Well, shit. I stand corrected.
I was correct. Go eat shit like you bet, bitch.
Well, shit, I stand corrected. Holy crap, the winner of the 2025 Men's Rumble match was Jey Uso. No one saw that coming. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No one actually did see that coming. At least I had two of my fucking picks that would actually win the fucking Royal Rumble.
You can't tell me that a month ago that you would have predicted Jey Uso winning this match.
No, I had my picks a month ago, though. I had probably Jey Uso in the literally last 3, 4, maybe getting eliminated at the last fucking top 4.
Yeah. And anyway, after the match, Jey Uso celebrated by pointing out the WrestleMania sign. Now it's like, okay, which champion at WrestleMania 41 is he going to face? Is he going to face Gunther again, or is he going to face Cody Rhodes?
Either one. He could probably beat Cody, or he could probably beat Gunther.
Yep. It's like yeah, either way.
If he does pick Gunther, I would put money on Jay winning.
I mean, you seen their match last week in that Saturday night's main event. So
yeah, Gunther was fucking flabbergasted because he's like, "Oh, you're a joke." He's like, "I'll show you a joke." He made him look like a joke.
So I guess we can say that Jey Uso is now officially main event Jey Uso once again.
Yes.
And your thoughts on the Men's Royal Rumble match as a whole?
And this will be his 3rd time main eventing WrestleMania.
It's like, I think this is technically 2nd time main eventing WrestleMania, but it'll be his official, but it's unofficially his 3rd, considering he did get involved in last year's WrestleMania main event with Rhodes and Reigns.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, so this one's going to be a good one. I'd never once thought that Jey Uso was going to win this one. Damn it, I stand corrected. But now we get to our favorite part of our review here, which is our rating system. And yeah, we only got 4 matches to rate. This was but what 4 matches they were, right?
Yep.
So here we go, our rating system here. Charlotte Flair winning the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. I gave that one a good 4.5.
3.
Why would you give it a low rating of 3?
Because I didn't think she deserved it.
Well, I gave it 4.5, not because of Charlotte winning, but because of all the other action we got, plus Alexa Bliss returning. That was actually a good spot. Good moment.
Okay, 3.5.
Yep. It's like DIY defeating the Motor City Machine Guns to retain the tag team championships in that 2 out of 3 falls match with a score of 2-1. I'm sorry, but that one just got 3.5 out of me only because of the freaking messed up ending with the interference.
4. They had a good match. It would have been a 5.
Well, for you,
or a 4.5, but the interference really did it.
Well, for me, it was going to be a 4, but the interference kind of ruined it for me. Felt like WCW booking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I should stand up my rating of 4.
Cody Rhodes defeating Kevin Owens in that ladder match to retain the WWE Championship. Easy 5 out of 5.
5.
Yep. And of course, the main event.
5.5.
Yep. And of course, the main event.
Slightly more than you.
Yep. And of course, the main event, which saw the freaking goddamn lucky ass freaking Jey Uso win the 2025 Men's Rumble. I also have to give that one 5 out of 5.
It's 5 out of 5. He held his own against John Cena.
Yep. So knowing that this is a 4-match card, with this mixed score that I got, my final grade for this show is an A.
A+.
Yep. So if there was one match I would recommend, I can't recommend it. It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, when it comes to non-Rumble matches on this card, which is only 2 of them, I would go with the ladder match. But when it comes to the Rumble,
I'd have to say the ladder match.
Well, but if you're only going to watch one,
Owens got folded. He got fucking folded.
So, but when it comes to the Royal Rumble matches, if you want to see only one of these women, one of these Rumble matches here, I guess that's your pick, depending on what you want. Either one's fine with the women's Rumble match and the men's Rumble match. Either one's fine. So there you go. I mean, the tag team title match, it wasn't bad, just the ending kind of soured it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our thoughts on the 2025 Royal Rumble event. Royal Rumble pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. So later on in the week, we're going to be doing a retro review once again. Going back to that schedule again. And last week I said, last time I said that the event that I'm thinking about was history making. It changed the landscape of pro wrestling as we knew it way back when. And you know what, Riptidz, you even said to me over last week that you have an idea of what it is. So, here's what we're going to be reviewing this next couple days at time of recording. We're going all the way back to 1996. WCW Bash at the Beach. You know
You son of a bitch! You stole my fucking pick.
with the famous Hulk that featured the famous Hulk Hogan heel turn in the NWO formation.
Yes, you son of a bitch! I fucking knew it. You were gonna steal my shit because I stole yours. You petty ass son of a bitch! You petty ass son of a bitch!
I didn't know Bash at the Beach 96 was one of your picks. That was actually a good...
I told you it was one of the picks, you son of a bitch!
That was actually a decent event, though, even though it came from WCW.
It was decent, and then it came shit afterwards.
But hey, that had the most famous...
Shit, and then after it became good.
I mean, hell, Bash at the Beach had freaking the most famous heel turn in pro wrestling history that no one saw coming at that time. And I told you it was one I've seen recently.
Son of a bitch. You fucking petty ass son of a bitch. Trying to come back from fucking months ago when I fucking stole your shit. And you petty ass son of a bitch.
By the way, were you right? Did you figure it out?
Yes, I knew which one. There could only have been 2 of them that were in ECW that I figured you would do. And that was the one that was on the tip of my tongue, was Bash at the Beach. And if I would have said it, you would have said, no, that's not the one. I'm like, oh, really now? Just like Starcade. You petty ass son of a bitch.
The main event wasn't even about who fucking won or lost. It was about the fucking angle.
Yes.
And we'll see exactly how good Bash at the Beach 96 was here within the next few days.
Guys, he's a petty ass fucking bitch. He's trying to get back at me for fucking...
Dude, I had this event in my back pocket for the last 2 or 3 weeks. to do.
Censored. He's trying to get back to me on uncensored. Fucking petty ass son of a bitch. Just remember, I have even worse.
Oh, so do I. You don't scare me, but hey, I'm not saying Bash the Beach was all bad. It was kind of started out mediocre, then it became a memorable event. So it's not 100% shit.
Why did you think I said it started out as shit and then went to good, kind of?
So yeah, in the next few days.
And again, petty ass son of a bitch.
Get it all out now, because that's the next event we're going to be reviewing here in the next couple of days. WCW Bash the Beach
I have
96.
a perfect fucking entrance for it too.
You mean intro for it?
Yes.
Oh,
you want to
boy.
hear a little bit of it?
No, you can save it all for when we record it, either on Tuesday or Wednesday this week.
Go fuck yourself.
At time of recording, so yeah. Anyway, we'll see you back here on the review in a couple days when we review the 1996 Bash of the Beach. So yeah, until then, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.
Doses.